Remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. Yeah, like in the trailer, that does get pretty old, doesn't it? I mean, come on, we have good ears and memories. You only need to say it once. Colombiana is Luc Besson's latest Fantasyland action movie, which stars Zoe Saldana as Catalea, a girl who witnessed the murder of her parents when she was very young in Colombia at the hands of a mobster. Fast forward 15 years later, she's a professional killer out of Chicago. At the same time, she's trying to hunt down those mobsters that were responsible for her parents' deaths. Now, I am a Luc Besson fan. I really like most of his movies, like La Femme, which was his French debut, is one of my favorite foreign action movies. Leon the Professional is one of the coolest action films from the 1990s. Then you have The Fifth Element, which was a very underrated action film with Bruce Willis and Gary Oldman. An awesome duo right there. However, ever since The Transporter, he has really gone into the Fantasyland video game action territory, which most of those have worked for the most of the matter, like the first two Transporter movies, Taken, which was one of my favorite movies of 2009. However, he did take a step back a little bit with Transporter 3 because that was a little bit too over the top than the other Transporter movies, in which it just took it in just too far of a direction, kind of. And Colombiana, unfortunately, falls into that category, which it just tries to be way too over the top and very silly at the same time. Now, the beginning of the movie was pretty cool. I really liked it for the fact that it kind of turned into District B13 in the slums a little bit. I thought that scene was pretty cool. I wasn't really completely looking forward to seeing Colombiana because I'm not the biggest fan of Zoe Saldana, even though I really liked her in Star Trek. But here, they hype her character up to be one of the most badass femme fatales you'll see in a movie, possibly even better than Angelina Jolie was in Salt. But here, all that she really gets to do is really just fire a couple guns while standing in place, and then that's pretty much it. As I said before, Zoe Saldana does an okay job in this. I really see a lot of femme fatale potential in her to be this kind of action star today because Angelina Jolie isn't going to do too many of these anymore. But she did okay when it came to the action. When it came to the stuff that was not in the action, her performance felt very forced then. Her character has this love story with this guy played by Michael Vartan, who is in one of my favorite, most underrated movies, 1 Hour Photo. However, the love story does not fit in with the movie at all. It is very hokey, cliched, and it really did not feel like it needs to be in place with the movie at all. And I would even call this a straight-up action movie because the beginning and the ending really are the only two true scenes of action. Everything else you might as well call an escape movie because the director builds up all this suspense to prep you up for a really big action scene, but it all leads up to an escape, and that just really pissed me off because I thought it was going to build up to a great action scene and then it just cut to the next scene like nothing even happened. However, I did get quite a big laugh out of the FBI agent that's chasing her because I swear I literally have a theory that this guy could be the long-lost cousin of Forrest Whitaker except without the lazy eye because he looks almost exactly like a few years younger version of him. So this is a very silly and very over-the-top, sometimes even preposterously silly action film in which the beginning and the ending revenge scene are the only really good parts about it. Everything else is predictable, cliche, been there, done that, fish out of water stuff which we've seen done better in tons of other movies. So I'm gonna have to give Colombiana a very unfortunate 1.5 out of 5 stars. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Colombiana and expect 2 reviews on Saturday for our idiot brother and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And make sure to click the link below for the Critic Coalition, which is a new site started up by Ezra from Ezra's Huge Reviews, in which all the top YouTube critics' reviews are compiled into there. And so far we have 12 members, so we're keeping that up now. It's basically like a YouTube version of Rotten Tomatoes, so be sure to check that if you get the time to. So in the meantime, I'm Tyler from Cali Critic Reviews, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with 2 more reviews.